Hello buddy. Welcome to Python, one of the world's most widely used and popular computer programming languages. Python was created in the late 1980s by Guido van Rossum at Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica in the Netherlands. Python is an interpreted, object-oriented, and high-level computer programming language. It is free and open source. The most common use cases of Python are web development, automation, software testing, data analysis, machine learning, and game development. As an interpreted language, Python needs an interpreter to run Python code. The official site where you can download Python is https://www.python.org. You can find the URL in the description below. The default version of Python is for Windows, but Python is also available for other operating systems, including Linux and Mac OS. If your platform is Windows, you can install Python from the Microsoft Store. If we use this way to install Python, just click the Get button. However, this video intends to show you how to install Python from the official website. Let's go back to the website. When hovering the mouse to the Downloads menu, we see several options to get Python. Especially, we will see the button to download the latest Python for Windows in the second column in the menu. The platform used in this demonstration is Windows, so we click the Windows menu item. On the download page for Windows, there are links to download Python, but we don't download now. Let's click on the latest Python link. This page shows information about the latest Python as well as the links to download it. It's time to download Python. For Windows, the quickest way to download Python is to hover the mouse over the Downloads menu and click the button under the header of Download for Windows. It takes some time for the installer to be copied to the local hard drive. After the installer has been downloaded to the local drive, find the executable file, and run it. If you use the Chrome browser, click the icon for Python installer at the bottom left of the browser. After executing the installer, the first thing we must do is to check the checkbox to add the Python to the path environment variable of the system. Otherwise, the system will not probably be able to find Python interpreter whenever we type the Python program name in and command prompt. If you miss this step, you will need to add the path of the Python interpreter to the environment variable manually. Now that the installation is complete, we have a choice to disable path length limit. There are no worries about this option. If you believe you will use the file path whose length is greater than 260 characters, you should take this option. In my case, I ignore it. To test whether Python is already in the system, open and command prompt and the py command with the version parameter. We have now successfully installed Python on the local system. We can write a Python program here. However, we will use a very powerful tool that is VS Code. Refer to the description below to get the URL for VS Code. Let's access the URL https://visualstudiomicrosoft.com. This is also where you can download Visual Studio, a free and powerful integrated development environment for software developers. VS Code is free and available on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. It has many features that make it easy to navigate and compile code for almost all programming languages. I download the installer for Windows. Select the option to accept the agreement and click the Next button. Review the options for the additional tasks and click the Next button. I already have VS Code in my system, so I click the Cancel button. Let's open VS Code and create a project folder. The easiest way to open the folder in VS Code is to create the empty folder in File Explorer, then drag and drop it into VS Code surface. Before creating the first application, we need to install an Python extension. The Python extension for Visual Studio Code provides visual cues, such as color coding and autocomplete, and debugging tools to help us write Python code better, and to write code faster. Now we have the extension, let's create a file and write some Python code. We can run the program by clicking the Run Python File button on the top right, or we can run the program from a command prompt. VS Code integrates with command prompts that we can use directly in VS Code. Click the Terminal menu and click the New Terminal menu item. This program accepts a number from user and generates the number of random numbers. This video does not intend to explain Python programming syntax. We will explore the Python language in the next videos. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching.